Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do an unusual overall weekly high time frame, lower time frame update after the holidays. After I missed the whole week last week, we're going to do, of course, on Bitcoin, gold, etc., etc. We're going to check. So we left around here. We left when gold was around 18-ish, 1750, 1790, sorry, but we missed the whole move, aggressive dollar strength move. So we're going to see on the dollar index, we're going to see on Bitcoin, on of course gold, etc., etc. Starting from dollar, see now it will load everything. Let's go on the economic calendar of last week. So on Tuesday, we saw the CPI being more or less as the same, and we saw here dollar still in range, not many moves. Why are you not loading anything? Check. Because okay, stupid. Okay, there you go. These are all things. So there you go. We were into this range, but we were still in an uptrend, as you can see. Reacting at this previous PSA on the left hand side, but still making new higher lows, breaking, retesting this PSA, and then revisiting 93,400 highs in the last hours. As you can see, now let's jump back on gold. Here, we had the CPI, and on Thursday, why are you not loading anything? Okay, just give me a second. Okay, I'm stupid because there were not high or low medium impact reports on gold, on dollars specifically. On Thursday, we had the retail sales and the jobless claims, as you can see, and then, of course, the Philadelphia manufacturing survey. Every single retail sales, control group, the manufacturing survey, the jobless claims. Jobless claims was a little bit higher, but the average was still better. Retail sales were good. Retail sales were much better than the okay, much better than the expected, and much better. As you can see, this is a huge difference between the expected and, of course, with the previous data. So as you can see here, if we zoom in on gold on the hourly time frame, what we can see is price breaking this high time frame order block that was created with the good news and a good report. You see break sort of retest of this 1780 something 81, which, if you remember, was a big price sensitivity area of last week. The key level 1781 was the bottom of this order block. We got a very aggressive sell-off of gold, the demand of gold diminishing because of the good retail sales, giving opportunity for very optimistic speech of the Federal Reserve, with a possible tapering happening soon. And you see, this caused like 380 pips in a few hours. As you can see, gold absolutely melted in 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, sorry. And then since then we are sort of ranging, but we're ranging in a big range because we had a pullback, and a pullback, sort of double bottom being created, retesting this previous PSA 1747 key level ish, and then bouncing, still reacting at these previous highs, and then creating a flat candle body support, and now revisiting these lows of the order block just today, 1781. Here we had Friday we had a slightly worse Michigan consumer sentiment. Today we had some good news, but low impact on gold for the US economy. But as a from the price action, as you can see, we melted with the good news coming from the retail sales data here, which brings optimism towards a sooner rather than later tapering, and then a pullback, continuation down, making new lows, but still failing to have decision below these key levels, and then bouncing, nice reaction, and then everyone can expect. Now we have tomorrow the FOMC. Tomorrow we can expect some ranging between these levels, 1 and 2, giving you opportunities on the upside, on the downside, depending on the sentiment that the Fed is going to give us. Okay. As you can see, we are still in a downtrend on the high time frame. After breaking below these lows, we are still here. Only after the break above this key level, we can shift the market structure into a bullish one, as you can see here. Let me just cut it out here. These are the PSAs. Here was this one, higher high from the bullish action, lower low, lower high, lower low being created. Now we are either creating a new lower high, respecting this bearish structure, or if we can keep up and we fail to and we break above, we are making a new, this will be a new higher high and validating new higher low here, around here. And of course, the continuation up will be above 1830 on the high time frame. On the sell side, we have to validate this as a lower high. We have to break below here, break below, make a new lower low, and then continuation down. It should be all clear, pretty standard. Let's jump on Bitcoin. Or let's jump on the lower time frame. What do we want to see? Let's see what's happening on the 1 minute here. Today, very nice bullish run. As you can see, reacting the 1781 key level around here, but still, as you can see, breaking above each of these PSAs, giving you retests and multiple entries. Retest, entry, order block being created above the key level, then creating again a flat support here. That is, yes, is being broken now, but not very strongly. Here we have the shift in market structure when we break and retest these higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, this gets validated as a new higher low only when this is breaking and closing above the previous highs. Nothing else special to see. Let's see from last week. We have, so this was the meltdown. On the 5-minute time frame, what did we have? Yeah, you see this is the 1781 key level that we were monitoring. And you have the sort of very, very aggressive growth, bearish trend. This was already from the morning, actually, and only here we had the news because it was as 2:30. So investors were already pricing in the optimism from the news. But you have the risk retest failing to break above 1781, failing to break above this PSA, and then give you those almost 400 pips move, as I showed you before. See how strong was this PSA, and this was the move. Yeah, 1781, 240 pips. But let's jump on Bitcoin. Okay, where are we? We left it around here. We were making new highs. We were trying to, after this huge sell-off of the previous week, we were trying to we bounced from 44k here. If you remember, is a huge PSA and strong support. We bounced from it, as you can see, after almost similar to gold, after this on the block here on the high time frame. We bounced, we broke and retest these previous highs, but as you can see, very strong, very short-lived, because we created a sort of order block above here, failing to make this is new highs, and going to revisit the 50K's important PSA. This, as you can see, is a very strong, as it showed here, very strong supply area, which is the house of many position selling and shorting position, as you can see, because price is not able to break above and going to revisit this PSA on the left hand side, and very important psychological price level. Then we saw again bearish trend resuming, continuation from this price point, and then very clear, this is the break and retest below 44k, going 400 pips below 40 at 40k, and then a very aggressive bounce, but still we are still below this order block. Nothing much to say. It follows dollar almost as gold. Let's jump on the 1 minute to just do a minute, 5 minutes, just to do a check of the PPLs here. Good. Okay. So this was today. As you can see, we have many reactions at the PPLs. This is a key level. Many reactions, not very clean. Here, much cleaner. This is a PPL, key level, not the PPL. Reaction, very nice reaction here. You can see this 25 pips range, finding support above the PPL, reacting exactly the 50 pips here, conjunction with the key level here on the dot, break a little bit above the PPL, but still fine. Reaction, nice reaction. Again, the key level today holding some relevance, but still you can start to see a shift here. If we are scalping and we see this, we start to see price making lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. We make an aggressive break below the key level. Yes, we see a pullback, but okay, we are still failing to break. If we are here, we're still failing to break these highs. We fail to make new highs, and then we can continue down around more than 100 pips. Very nice. Then very aggressive reaction, bounce from these previous lows and key level and PPL to revisit exactly on the opposite side. As you can see, Bitcoin tends to mirror the actions or the block down, up, or the block up. This is a perfect mirror move. If you isolate here, there you go. We have this one and this one are very, very similar, as you can see. And then reaction at the PPLs, as you can see, PPLs slash previous PSA, many reaction. Then when trend resumes, you have many reactions at key levels. And here, the whole move that is 150, 175 pips stops exactly at the PPL. Aggressive pullback, still stopping at the PPL. And also here. So PPLs are very, very not respected always, but very good for reactions on the price points. Let's finish it with EuroDollar. So this, no, okay. Okay, EuroDollar, as you can see, we are still in this bearish trend, as you can see. Go trend line wherever you want. We are still in a bearish trend. We have many reaction points here. We're not respecting exactly on the dot, but as you can see, these lows we are expecting here. These lows was some reaction here. Of course, we have some PSA on the left hand side. As you can see, it's being respected, and it's where after this aggressive bearish move, we have a bounce, and we are still, as you can see, all the dollar pair where order block break below and then failing to break above again, because we still don't know what Jerome Powell and the Fed are going to say and to talk about tomorrow. That's why investors are not heavily committed. You see this PSA on the left hand side, close reaction here. This is why investors are not committed heavily in big moves, because they're still waiting for the confirmation from the Fed about the tapering, which is going to happen tomorrow. It's bearish, making last high, new lower high, higher low, lower low, new lower high, new lower low, new lower high, new lower low, new lower high, new lower low. And this is the make or break point, because we still don't know if it's going to be validated. This now is yellow to see if it becomes a new higher low. We still, as you already know, already guess, we have to see price up, break and retest this previous lower high, which makes a new higher high, and this gets validated as new higher low. On the contrast and on the opposite, if we see price breaking retesting here, this gets validated here as a new lower high, and this is creating a new lower low below this one. And this is it. So this was just a market update, market recap of what is going on in the markets after my week of holiday. Tomorrow, of course, we have some big news, big report, especially for, as you can see here, very interest rate, important interest rate decision. We will probably stay same, absolutely expected, which will be very bullish for the risk currencies and for gold. But it's in the same time with the monetary policy statement, and half an hour later we have the press conference regarding the FOMC. On Friday we should have also a speech from Powell, which will give more insights on the situation. This is it, guys. See you tomorrow.